Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Too Random. For everybody who's new here, I'm James. Today's video is going to be the top 5 greatest American-born athletes. We're not going to mess around, we're going to get right into it, but before we do, make sure you guys hit that like button if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We're working hard here for you guys and we really appreciate your support. So let's not mess around, let's get right into it. Number 5. Vincent Edward Bo Jackson. Bo was born November 30th, 1962 in Bessemer, Alabama. He was an all-pro athlete in high school, football, track, baseball. He pretty much did everything and he was pretty much the best at it. Bo went to college at Auburn from 1982 to 1985, winning the Heisman Trophy his senior year. Bo's 40-yard dash time was 4.13 seconds, which at that time, my friends, was smoking fast. Here's a little thing most people don't know about Bo. Bo was actually drafted in 1986 with the #1 pick by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But because of some stuff that happened off the field that hurt Bo and cost him his college eligibility, he refused to play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the following year they relinquished his rights, and the Los Angeles Raiders took him with the 183rd pick in the draft. Jackson made his only Pro Bowl in the 1990 NFL season. Bo is also the only pro athlete in history to be named an All-Star in both baseball and football. Here's the bad. Bo suffered a career-ending injury in a playoff game against the Bengals on January 13, 1991. Who knows what could have been? Number 4. Jacqueline Joyner. You probably know her better as Jackie JoynerKersee. Born March 3, 1962 in East St. Louis, Illinois. Jackie attended UCLA from 1980 to 1985, where she starred in both track and field and women's basketball. She won the Honda Sports Award for the nation's best female collegiate track and field competitor in 1983 and 1985, as well as the Honda Broderick Cup given to the nation's best female collegiate athlete in 1985. Jackie went on to represent the USA for almost 20 years in an amazing career at the Olympic Games, winning 3 gold medals, 1 silver medal, and 2 bronze medals over her career at the Olympics. At the World Championships, where she won gold 4 times, at the Goodwill Games, where she won 4 gold medals, and the Pan American Games, where she also won a gold medal. Jackie holds the world record for the heptathlon, along with the best 6 times ever recorded. It can't be overstated how amazing Jackie was. One of the best American athletes ever, probably the best female-born track and field athlete ever. Number 3. Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps was born June 30th, 1985 in Baltimore, Maryland. He's an American competitive swimmer and the most successful and most decorated Olympian of all time with a total of 28 Olympic medals. Phelps holds the all-time records for Olympic gold medals with 23, gold medals in individual events with 13, and overall Olympic medals in individual events with 16. He was the most successful athlete at 4 straight Olympics. Phelps has many world records to his name. He has won an astonishing 82 medals in international competition, of which 65 were gold, 14 silver, and 3 bronze. He was named World Swimmer of the Year 8 times, and American Swimmer of the Year 11 times. Also Sportsman of the Year in 2008 after an unbelievable performance at the Olympics. Phelps retired in 2016, having won more medals by himself than 161 countries. I would have to make Michael his own video to list all of his awards and accomplishments, and it could very easily be that Michael Phelps could be number 1 on this list. But as it is, number 3, Michael Phelps. Hey everybody, we hope you liked the video. We hope you're enjoying it. If you are, make sure you hit that like button and go ahead and smash that subscribe button for us. We really appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of the video. Number 2 might be taking us back a little bit. Tell me if you know this name. Watho Huck. It translates into English as bright path. If you've never heard it by that name, then maybe you'll know by his surname, James Francis Thorpe. You guys might know him better by the name Jim Thorpe. My number 2 greatest American-born athlete, Jim Thorpe. Jim Thorpe, born May 28, 1887, a member of the Sac and Fox Nation, he became the first Native American to win a gold medal for the United States in 1912, winning gold in the pentathlon and the decathlon. He also, in addition to track, played professional football, baseball, and basketball. A lot of Jim's stats and records were not kept or are very inaccurate due to the stigma and racism against Indians at the time that we're talking about here. The Associated Press named Thorpe the greatest athlete for the first 50 years of the 20th century. He was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1963 as part of the inaugural class, and a Pennsylvania town is named in his honor. Jim passed away March 28, 1953 from heart failure. Jim played running back, defensive back, kicker, and punter for his college team. His claim to fame was a 92-yard touchdown run that was called back due to a 5-yard penalty. On the very next play, he ran a 97-yard touchdown run. Jim was known as a hero, as a race barrier breaker, long before we even knew what that was. One of the greatest American-born athletes of all time, Jim Thorpe. Alright everybody, you made it to the end. Here it is, number 1, without any more messing around. Number 1, greatest American-born athlete, John Brzenk. John was born July 15, 1964 in McHenry, Illinois. John is the most successful arm wrestler in the history of the sport. In his over 35-year career, it is estimated that he has won over 500 titles. Due to the kind of shady record keeping in the infancy of the sport, it's hard to be 100% correct. But how about I give you a little glimpse of what it looks like. John is known as the Perfect Storm, the Giant Crusher. He's also the original Golden Boy. John is listed as the greatest arm wrestler of all time by the Guinness Book of World Records. John once beat a man that weighed 660 pounds. This might be telling a little bit about my age, but if you remember way back in 1987, Sylvester Stallone made a movie called Over the Top. It was a movie about arm wrestling. In that movie, John Brzenk has a cameo and is actually the real-life man that won that title and the big truck. That's a fact if you guys ever want to look back and look at that movie. It's an excellent movie. For a little more of an in-depth look at John, I would recommend watching the featured documentary, Pulling John. It's an amazing look into what is probably the final years of his real prime when he was virtually unbeatable. Even now, at the age of 56, if you hear a man saying they could beat John, know they're probably lying. He is still to this day virtually unbeatable. Alright guys, so that's it. That's my top 5 list. Anybody wants to argue me at my number 1 spot, I just want to give you a little bit of advice. Think about it like this. Michael Jordan, as good as he was, people consider him to be the best that ever played. John Brezink was better for longer. Tiger Woods, Jack Nicklaus, people like to claim they're the best golfers ever. John Brezink was better for longer. Wayne Gretzky, Mario Lemieux, the best hockey players in the history of hockey. John Brezink was better for longer. Football, name it. Tom Brady, Joe Montana, Emmitt Smith, whoever you want to name. John Brezink was better for longer. And is always my number 1 pick, the greatest American-born athlete ever. Alright everybody, you made it to the end. Thanks for watching the video, we really appreciate it. Make sure, hit that like button you like it, smash that subscribe button for us, we really appreciate the support. Also, if you don't like my list and you want to argue about it, leave some comments down below. I'd love to hash it out with you guys. Some of you youngsters probably think LeBron's the greatest athlete ever. Maybe some old guys that think Walter Payton's the greatest athlete ever. I'll be more than happy to argue with you guys about it all night long. Leave some comments below. Thanks for watching the video. Until the next time, Too Random out.